It is me, SEC. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to be doing another devotion. And if you like devotions, please give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's get on the video. Woo! Okay, so in today's topic, you probably can get a little hint by the shirt, but we're going to be talking about how to be out of this world. Basically what I mean by this is we as Christians are called to minister to others that are non-Christians, that are of this world, but not be conformed to the ways and wages of the sins. Alright? And in Romans 12:2, it says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. Good, pleasing, and perfect will." So this kind of is how it's, in this verse, it's kind of telling you how to be out of this world. It says, do not conform to the pattern of this world. And the patterns of the world are described in 1 John 2:15. It says, "Do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in them." And it continues on in verse 16 saying, "For everything in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life comes not from the Father, but from the world." And then in verse 17 it says, "The world and its desires will pass away, but whoever does the will of God lives forever." And I think that's so cool because it's like basically giving you a like if you are living for God and doing what you're supposed to be doing, then you get to live forever in eternity with Him. That's just like awesome to me. And it's saying, do not love the lust. It says, "For everything in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life come not from the Father, but from the world." So it's going back to Romans where it's saying, do not do the things of the world. So it says, do not do those things. And I know it can be sometimes hard when everyone around you, when your friends are doing it, when everything, but that's your time to minister to them. That's when you take charge and be like, "Hey, let me tell you about my Sunday school lesson yesterday." Or, "Hey, do you want to come to church?" That's when you come in and minister to them rather than letting them be in charge of you. And we're supposed to be different from this world, but we're also not supposed to be disconnected. And what I mean by that is, as Christians, sometimes we can be judgmental of those who are not Christians and be like, "Well, this person did this and I know they did this, but I'm not going to try and help them. I'm just going to judge them." And by doing that, we're pushing away our opportunities that God has laid in our lives to minister to them. And we're supposed to minister to those who are not have the opportunities that we've had to know Him already. And we're supposed to be the light that they see rather than the darkness. And that's kind of how we're supposed to be otherworldly. We're supposed to show them they're living in the darkness, but we're supposed to be the light, and they will see us being different and "Well, why is she so happy? All this is going around with her, but she's so happy. I want to be like that. I want to have that." And then they'll come up to you and be like, "What do you have that I don't?" And that's your time to minister rather than always putting someone else down. By putting someone else down, you're not showing the love of God. And that's what we're supposed to do as Christians. We're not supposed to love what they're doing. We're not supposed to love the things of the world, as it says in 1 John. But it says, "Do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in them." But it doesn't say don't love the person, because God, even God loves the person. He hurts though when they sin or by what they're doing. But it doesn't say don't love them. And that's how it can get out of context sometimes, is when we say, oh, well, they're of this world, like we can't love them. We're supposed to love the person, and that's when we start to minister to them. But we don't become of it by going to the parties or going to the bars to minister. We go to minister in the schools, and when we're in classrooms with them, that's when our time is to minister with them. And that's kind of how we're supposed to be out of this world, but in it. And I know this is kind of a short thing, but I feel like it's sort of a semi-simple topic, especially when, like, this is the biggest thing. This is like your manual to everything, and it gives you like step-by-step guides of how you're supposed to live your life. So I know this is super short, but when you have something like the Bible that tells you what to do, it's very simple. So I hope you guys liked this. I know it was super short, and I kind of feel bad for how short it was, but if you don't understand, leave me a comment, and I will try my best to answer any questions that y'all have still. And yeah, and I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Bye.